Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial air. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards in the heart. A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stage.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case. It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream you see fluorescent play and print buttons. The lieutenant says nothing. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in another filament memory. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine.
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Computer Station 1. Please repeat.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Good, thank you. Good, please.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Received. I will register this login at votre accident. Is there anything else I can do?
Saint-Brune.
Anything else? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard. Nothing happened. The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, and then it's gone. Almost all of it. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Your voice is barely audible. It's unnerving. You produce a few muffled... The lieutenant points to his ear.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the True.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
Maybe.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the dark. It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows. It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no. Yes. The dark, it's climbing. Climbing. You see something hanging from the rafters. Maybe it's possible to... The shadow is a man. A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you. The man leaned forward a little.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place. Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take...
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need...
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's, hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it. I know it's hard to admit that you have a problem.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what this...
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
The only thing we need to talk about is how the mother can... This is the church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me. Absolutely, man. Wouldn't bother me none to have... Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Sure did, Holmes. I am, at least in part, Holmes. Glad you're feeling more comfortable. First-timers are always nervous. Oh man, I done my share of illegal shit. Used to be in a gang, the whole deal. Or even memory. That's not really the point, I said.
Do you remember your...
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this.
Tiago's my name. But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. Your place amongst your fellows. Your place in the world. That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters. Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita. No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just...
Wait.
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
You mean like a fugitive? No, man. Quite the opposite.
I see. And where is...
I told you, Holmes. I don't know. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer. I'm afraid not, S.A.
Or search through her radio computer.
Too many times, S.A.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information.
Don't sweat it, vato. The past...
That is true.
What you think of that? This is... I circled it. Nurtured. I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Fine. I think they were. A long time ago. I had to...
They look pretty dapper, actually.
Oh, that's no simple question. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense.
His adoration is beyond sexual.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's... I ain't from no Marietti. If...
He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems...
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here. Back when I still have. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing. It's not like that at all.
Too gleeful, those words.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think.
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
I know it will take time.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beam.
Police raid.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore.
Could it be that he just doesn't want to discuss a police raid with an...
I think we're done here, S.A.
That was, however...
white, silver, and apricot faience. The young mother of humanism stands above you, cradled in her arms. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard. The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure, the ocean feels distant. It's in the darkness. You sense her eyes on you. Inspect. The woman looks down at you, kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her as that useless word passes through your mind. The lieutenant draws an X shape. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman.
It's Dolores Day. The old woman was right. This is the Dolores. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers. There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them, the 7 sisters. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. Well, your station was involved, I hear, although I can't be sure. Well, your station was involved, I hear, although I can't be sure. Well, your state. 3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them. I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was. Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
The mother of humanism stands above you. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long slant, the past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. Exactly 300 years ago. The highest category, in a way. And innocence is no. We are, as did we. In a city, she was dressed in a, oh yes, midwinter. One of the men, something, Dolores, this inhuman quality, terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity. You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocent. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education program, she adored chess, yes, but little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished.
Lieutenant Yefreighter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask? That she is. In this church, I mean. The coast in general. We shouldn't linger. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious the shards glimmer in the dark. The machine's keyboard is still the speak.
Good afternoon. Good. Please repeat. Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the code, Fortress accident. Is there anything else? Good.
The machine's keyboard. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a... See? Even one of the What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
I doubt that we can find any. It's just nothing spooky about this place either. It's just a...
Then why doth the lieutenant protest against spending time? 7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the...
Why would anyone need any of this?
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band, but at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can... I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the back.
Seems like something about the backup data getting this. I think these people worked in the radio computer games business.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on.
The strike. We are nearing the date of... Keep reading. I'm interested now.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now. Trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even...
Is she talking about?
"28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately...
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architect?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows you. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been captured. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left.
The girl on the ice?
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. Your March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Your reading was interrupted by the sound of the church door. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
There are no coalition military data links. And even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network. That's nonsense. You're just a police officer. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds.
We should talk to her. After...
What is it? No, you just printed out my purse. Yes. Or... no.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something...
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and if you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
No. Yes. And no. You're right. I'm not. What? No.
She has not seen her, sire.
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. I use the AR-1 as my range. Mm-hmm. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? All right. Well, all radio computers I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has... But it's not the cheapest one on the market. so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of
She
thing.
liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves.
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casts in her face in a strange shadow.
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point?
It's not just rudeness.
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move. Great. You really like those questions, don't you?
They're bloodshot.
No, I'm not. It's just me and the... I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, she's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been... What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not...
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how you measure it by its surroundings? By that which does exist. Which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers, but honestly, it's not progressing very well.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Ghosts? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts.
You do know there's no need to officially document this information.
She has already turned back to her keyboard.
Yes, that's what led me. Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out. Strange things may flourish.
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrate...
The Pillar of Silence? Are you
Maybe, but it's... I know. No.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning.
Because it's just trial and error. And I don't have a... You know what? Great. Thanks. The swallow, you mean? What a freight. Thanks. What? I hate it. Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it. But to a soap... This is about those speeds. Take a guess, why don't you? I can't believe they got you so...
Good luck.
Tequila Sun. Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. What's that supposed to mean? What's that got to do with my jacket? Let me see. What? This is... I'm not taking a disgusting pile of... Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant.
Tequila Sunset.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smoke a... Oh, you see, bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a permit. Who gives a shit?
Uncle.
There. Shaggy.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? No.
Just no.
It's pretty desolate here. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the... Hello again.
Come on, get sorry.
You go ahead. I'm sure you will feel right at...
Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore! 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 Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3! Yako kata! The place to be! Yako... Huh? I see you. Hi again. So, how are things going? And? What happened? Oh man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What did you think? Really? Huh. Interesting. No matter. Is he gonna be a problem? Yeah. Noid is right. Let's get back to...
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time? I guess it's not a massive... Everyone is welcome! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub? Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or a... Feel the love! Get down and feel it! You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gift... Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise. What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out? Unity! Dance! And you can't just evict her? Look at you. No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church. The lines in the... At least Crabman seems like an advanced... Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the...
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you... Excellent! Good luck, my friend. Mm-hmm. Not long. Like a week, maybe? Thank you. We just thought it was a... Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. He's a quiet man. Mostly communicates through music. Well, he's just... Yeah, sometimes.
The man smiles, mysterious. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Oh, yeah. That's a meteor and name for the founding party. Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And you're totally wrong about that. The Pericarnassian love is hot. Unit, you make some
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Yeah!
He seems ecstatic.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew. I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you.
The one. You feel like you could go for a little disco. When? Or if?
Yes. What? It's for starting.
Is the amiable speed freak becoming a bit cross with you? Sounds like it.
I guess it...
You're not completely satisfied yet.
No idea, man. It does... Ether? No.
He sniffs. It doesn't take a... However, their breathing is regular.
Yeah. Good to have. Yes. Yeah. It's the one...
It's like he's lying to you.
The what now? Oh.
He's like an actor.
I have a major sinus... Yes. No, Safed. Yes. What?
He nods enthusiastically. No doubt, a little relieved. A number of things. How about... Gather around, kids. The young speed freak puts down the one with the large head. Seems their would-be leader is less amused.
What thing?
He senses something is wrong.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
And of all cellular make up your mind. First it's the... He said it was for... What do you mean? It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. No shit. We don't need... Shut the fuck up, Egg. Climb down from the... What exactly is it you know? That's... Come on, that's... It's not! What do you mean?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop that. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
Really? You wanted to just ask me about something else?
He thinks for a moment, then opens.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the... Because we are! We just got to turn it into a speed, you know, to get our foot in the door. Like I told you, spook... No, man. There's... But the sign was way off too... So?
This is it. Judgment time.
on, man!
The young man doesn't move. His earring.
No, yes, fucking way.
Without a word, the other speed freak pulls a red wallet out of the disdain is palpable. His eyes pierce you like lightning as he lets
We don't have any more.
ask for a cut. It's the right time to become business partners.
Okay, that's... Yeah! 10%. Don't be offensive, Noid. We could use a partner on the other side. It's safer with someone watching over the operation, keeping the other cops out of our soup. How does 35% sound? Okay. I want you to know there's no bad... You deliver us the church and keep the law away from it, and we'll give you your share. Come now. It will take weeks to get everything set up. Okay, we're all cool now, right? What's the next step? What's gonna happen now? Goodbye, officer.
Yes, what is it? I don't want to make anything work. Yes, anything.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
That's right.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it. Easy.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
She thinks about it. A glossy look.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory and I... No, that's...
In his defense, it was simply lying in the...
Okay, but still. It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use... Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside in the giant...
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory? Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it?
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds.
Wait, what?
You know, we don't actually have to tell...
Whose body is it? You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice. Okay.
We would appreciate it if...
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone. The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means. Because she's from Martinez. And people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. It doesn't end.
The lieutenant coughs like...
Once I came in one morning, only to find... Thanks. And here's my Qualsund multitool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. This glorious multi-tool makes a regular pry bar completely... Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers remember? You have the headless Fallen Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back. So very, very, very nifty. Nifty. This orange machine is buzzing. You slip your finger.
Didn't Sona give you a perfect tool for this kind?
Equip the multi-tool.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a... This orange machine is buzzing. This orange machine is buzzing like an ice squeaks beneath your caval's. Unplugging the ice cream maker will allow it to defrost. This orange machine is turning the crank, feels oddly sad. It's all gone now. You'll never become. What better to assuage the creeping scent? Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi-tool. Until the lid inside, on a frosty platform, lies an object, intricate and foreign. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice. You gently lift the cube.
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and Kilda as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? Tiles on the cube are still small, like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the speaker comes to life.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy? Good. Please repeat the pass. No, that's not it.
What does she mean? That's not it. What's the password then?
Still no. Received.
Don't worry. Passwords are...
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do? Thanks.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent, the filament slides out of its... Your flashlights, some of the writing has faded. These light translucent. Who are... You should have one of the Welkins, towering. It's the hull.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Just look.
And for what? The photo entire, albeit append these lithe. Who are? You should have one of the Welkin. Your eyes glide. The hand, the full outside. These light. You should have one of the Welkin. Your eyes glide. This old Edaig radio freak, unclear. It looks like. You think so? Looks. They must have had massive air. Whoever this. A list of all of. There's.
My God. The schedule.
Nothing.
Yes?
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. A warm wave of accomplishment wash. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard?
Good technique.
No, it's not that. It's a stale smell. It's just a memory from another life. When you were young. No, it's just a memory.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Hello again, esteemed officer. Okay, but please...
The woman looks... An old monument. A mate, there are the old. This trap's not too hard to spot. Behind you, when this district, nothing but
empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done. Of course.
Behind you, when this behind you, when the a scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
Meaning, this is a lot.
The lieutenant, two officers of the law. He nods in agreement. The lieutenant, the nodding's reaching a small bead of sweat. It's too much. As the lieutenant takes out her handkerchief and almost snaps your neck. But I fucking got this. Phew. Got off.
All right. It's a good moment to stop. My neck was stopped.
He would follow you into death itself, and you would do the same for him. A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the crack. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least. Their heads lower 10 meters away. Other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles. Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dune. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine, the abundance of bullet holes, leads to two options. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not they stand, facing ordinary people, familiar, foreign dissidents, unwashed. Maybe you should change it. They were praying, screaming. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats. The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the...
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely. To be honest, if a coalition member...
A cold sea behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again. A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing, a cold sea behind this. This is the last of the trap. The trap field, no locus, no phasmid either. Your voice echoes on.
Well, the bait worked on something.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap.
Right.
A cold gust. The later. A metal and plastic.
That over there. Must be the boy class you told us about.
Yes, spindly extremities have been here. Snap the cords. It's just rapid movement across the water. It leaves no trace. The boy is not tied. The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it.
Simple construction.
There's something in there. The number 11.
Simple construction.
It smells like you would. The water this side, a shot glass's worth of seawater pours out.
Well, damn. We still got hit. I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. This is could be. We should keep an eye.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much. The dome-shaped plastic boy bobs up and down. The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Suddenly, the ruin in front of you is a prayer of sorts. To rivet.
I'll do. She's probably. And then, anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk. Buckle up and raise your collar.
It's great to see you again, officer.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband.
I knew.
I'm not so.
Well, in that case, sweetie, let me give you a small...
The little silvery knob holding the tie together.
Nothing like...
He tries to play it cool. Remain professional.
I'm afraid not, officer.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you.
Hell no. I had no idea.
Thanks.
He's still glad his...
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation.
No locusts?
That's not ideal, but... I definitely left that...
Right from the campsite? Just means the insulin...
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts.
Yes.
Another trip to the Reeds.
Of course. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us.
Heartfelt gratitude.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? Consider the... You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
A little hooligan. But what would...
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long.
Delinquents, my favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more...
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. Morel, it's been fun.
No. No need to apologize, Gary.
Does Kuno care? No, Kuno...
Oh my god, I told you that!
Shut up!
Now they're gonna take you to...
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Deny everything, Kuno!
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer...
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should...
Kuno does...
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky...
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. I'll let you...
Fuck, does Kuno care? Yeah.
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bugs.
Stop!
You stop. It's like their fucking night.
The girl forces herself to watch again. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
Maybe I am.
Oh my god, Kuno!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
But don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting. So that's what this is about. Without a word, she disappears. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his...
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno...
Hello, officer. So it was just a
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right?
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not...
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap.
He has a 38-degree fever. His...
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we?
He wants to see this tale through, as much as you. Otherwise...
Really? It's...
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure. The trap stands empty near the reeds. No, the locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
All the trap.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar... Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is wary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them.
Her voice is shaky.
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Different? How? I'm not. It's a strange feeling. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. Morel's so proud of it.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
No, at least I don't think I did, but that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That
I am a queen? An extraordinary.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
But it is. We've spent years. If I hadn't led him down this path, He could have a steady job lecturing at a university. But if the dream comes to naught, I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
It's not easy. What you have to know is the Insulindian Phasmid, probably a true believer. Sometimes I...
Rising, unfolding from the reeds.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jam. Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel. Okay, it's...
A sigh. She doesn't think...
You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a
dream. A fool's hope. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's raining.
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness. To ask the wind. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap...
No. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that...
We should try again.
Anything else, Detective? One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of...
The man was about 173 centimeters tall. Stout, with dark hair.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? Any information on the library card? Good. Yeah. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign... I have assigned the case to Lieutenant King. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in.
10-4, come in. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that.
Feels good to get that off you.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57. Does it... Sylvie Malak? Yes. Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective? Well... You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. I am sorry about that. Please, you were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone would...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging...
Oh, those again. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating. People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door. But you screamed, I am the god...
Me neither. No idea. It almost looked like he pawned it. Anything else I can help you with? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Yes, what is it? Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
No, it's not dangerous. I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken... Watch! What an intricate
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that. Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something.
Here, I found it. Hold on. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly. There, in the swallow. Think you can help me again? I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to...
You like moving things around.
Just walk over to... Thanks.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a center. Oh boy, this is going to be good. It's awfully silent again. Measurements... Oh boy, this is... It moves like a ghost. Some water spills out. The lead programmer sends you. Time to run back.
Yes, what is it? Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
Yeah, let's do it. Now the only thing, if we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... Maybe I'm just tired. Yeah, you're right.
The lieutenant, and then nothing happens. As Sona, you can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the center. She doesn't answer. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Damn it! No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinate. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if...
Silence is silence? This can't be it. You should have a listen. Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowned, and then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle... What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? All right, but where?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls. Causing...
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men. You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me? I guess I could live through a week or two of peace.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective. As always.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
You're back. Good.
The waves are beginning to... Oh? Okay. Oh. Yes, sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find... Well, how can I assist you then?
Put your hands where I can see them. Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your...
Scavenged. Battery-powered police lights protrude. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerate.
Madame, please drop the firearm.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Failure to comply. So I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Lateral vascular neck restraint.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
Officer in need of assistance. Suspect.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key! It's the goddamn police shit!
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain. She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer. A lower-ranking police officer.
What?
With a swift, poorly coordinated move, the woman slams the
Officer compromise! Unlawful impersonation! Pigs en route!
Okay. She's actually more agitated now. My bad.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed! No! Oh, no. No. I thought Mr. Moran... Gareth! Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer! License and registration!
She's losing it. One twitch and there will be blood.
Confiscated...
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here. We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
She's frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening. Host almighty. Don't count on that. You saw the binoclard can't shoot for shit.
Confined quarters, assailant coming up!
God, I almost blew her head off.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell?
She looks. Grab the gun. Right now.
No one ever cares anymore. What?
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I don't think she actually... You're right, of course. This could have been very bad.
He's trying not to think about how bad it could have been had the gun been loaded.
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this. Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Yeah, looks like a bat. I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, we could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. That would just be a waste of paper. I mean, look at her. She's not going to respond. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But I think we are done here for now.
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. The woman is one of those things, there were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them. She doesn't even flinch.
Oh, is that...
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
It's your hat.
You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed. She didn't consume them. She didn't look high.
You're taking those, are you?
Listen to him, for once.
Sure. I guess that's fine.
The old woman doesn't react to you. Just an ordinary war. The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. More old bullet holes. Half a century at least. From the revolution.
Bullet holes generally look the same, so... probably plenty.
The streets ran red with blood. Dust swirled above the ruins. The door is closed again. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. The door is... You hear some...
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
The Copper NATO is back. What do you want? What's that, Copper?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping...
Yeah. God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle the...
Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her.
Yeah. I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig? You're fucking with me. Your gun.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pig's lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. Auntie LaPlante, we always called her.
Marianne, amigo. Fuck you, pig.
Easy, Al. Don't let him get to you. Have one for Auntie La...
Don't disrespect Miss Walls. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her.
The children kept her together.
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, she... Shit. I don't actually know.
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Respectable professions don't shoot...
Easy there, Al. Sydney. Dunno. She lived...
Police paraphrase.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction?
No problem, old cop man. We take...
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Yeah? What?
Yes? Yes?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up.
I've considered it. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only... So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in...
He's right. There are no airtight... It's getting late, and...
Good night, officer.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Oh, no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Yes, I am. It was probably just an accident. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away.
Kuno care? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want? Look at that fuck does Kuno...
It's a trap, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno, the fuck do you want with it? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pig. Yeah? Watch your ass in Kuno's town. Or Kuno... Good call, pig. Kuno...
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Goodbye, officer. Huh? I see you're here again. Offside, man. Yeah. I suck at socialising.
We're closed. True. Hard.
Your cop.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of the Nordic dance music. That's fine. We can man. And you haven't changed your mind about our little side business, have you? All right. It's going to take us a bit to move...
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000. Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
I don't. Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
How about something simple?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want... You have? Well, like that DeLorean word for the...
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky?
The past is the future, but the future is dead!
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and short.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
The wind brings some snow in from the broken gallery. It wraps you in its embrace, cold and luminous. Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience. It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
I'm dancing! Yes, my man!
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with audio waves thump against your ribcage? The speaker setup makes everything sound much better, but there's a noticeable lack of something.
It's to express...
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the...
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves. I want to show my hair, not 20. Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor... Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway, goodbye.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. And yes, I'm being more like Contact Michael, right? Don't even bring it up. No, no. I actually wanted to thank... Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Sorna, the programmer, she's doing... whatever. Sure. You helped us out. Ah, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about... oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. I just tried to stay away from the crab. Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do? Yell up at the tower? Who do you want to know about? Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come up. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. Of what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. Nothing. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything, though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?